And we are live, freaks and geeks.
Hello, everyone. How are we tonight?
So it's been a while.
Yeah, we've been a little busy dealing with some stuff.
We got Mike Blake in here, Miguel Barrera. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Tonight we're gonna kind of just BS for a little bit and have our normal live fun shows and go over some ghost hunting apps.
Yeah, we're going to test out a couple apps tonight, so it's not all BS, it's not all just talking. I'm checking out the Ghost Radar Classic.
I've got Ghost Radar Legacy, and I've also got our normal ghost hunting tools on my phone if we want to do that.
I have that as well, and I also have the Portal app that we could try.
So we got a bunch of different... Do you want me to turn slow mode off if you guys can keep up with it?
Where's the aliens, UFOs?
I ate the aliens and UFOs.
Yeah, we've been on a no UFO kick, no alien kick right now. Aliens bad.
Limus and Horace and... Oh, by the way, I want to throw a congratulations out to Horace, who we've officially brought onto the team as a liaison and for people to get in contact with.
Yeah, he's been
helping us out big time.
He's being a middleman for us, which is a pretty big deal for us.
And we've got Limus and Byron going to be running mod for the chat.
Mine said garage.
So,
hello.
Hi, Annie. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you before. Limus, if you can hear me, let me know how it's running, if we're running smooth or bad or good.
Let us know if the AC is too loud. You know, all the normal stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to close Discord down as well.
We don't have any storms rolling in tonight, so the internet should run a little better. It's been running better most of the day.
It's good to see everybody here. Okay, so we're going to ask some questions to these apps. Will you please do a video about blue-eyed kids? My kid's a blue-eyed kid.
Winter is coming. Okay, yeah, my kid's a blue-eyed kid as well.
Let's throw this out there. Never watched an episode of Game of Thrones.
I just finished season 6, so I need to do 7.
I don't...
I love Paranormal, and I used to love aliens and UFOs, but I've got reasons not to, and I'll go over those in some videos. But I still watch all the sightings, and there are some cool UFO things that we've been looking at least. Like that one we saw the other day, where it kind of looked like it was cloaking in and out.
Yeah, that was really weird.
No spoilers?
Yeah, no spoilers for Game of Thrones.
Oh, I'm not going to talk about it. Except... No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to talk about it. Okay.
Okay, so we are going to... I think the way we're going to do this is we're going to ask... I think tonight we're going to ask about some Black-Eyed Kids stuff, see what these apps have to say.
And you know what? Maybe we could ask it about aliens and everything else. We can ask it whatever you guys want.
Yeah.
We're just testing these apps to see if we get real... Mine said mouse. To see if we get any real answers, to see if anything can line up, to see if any of these are legit. We're just on our is this legit train.
Thank you, Miguel. We are awesome.
Oh yeah, Mike has read over 4,200 UFO books. He told us all about that. He's actually quite the researcher. He knows a lot. Lotto numbers? I've got tomorrow's lotto numbers. I've been instructed by the Illuminati not to share them.
Oh, we're not Illuminati.
I didn't say we were Illuminati. I said we were instructed not to share them. My app just said lies. Someone is lying.
We're all lying.
As soon as you said that we're not Illuminati, it said lies, Rick.
Oh, Jesus.
Illuminati confirmed.
So...
We didn't want them to know.
It is... We are here to discuss whatever we want. This is a really disorganized episode tonight. We were going to make a video about some EVPs that we caught that we were found on...
I'll give you the lottery numbers later, Mike.
That we found on one of our videos.
Yeah, we did a test on the... Which app was it? Forgotten Languages?
Yeah, the Forgotten Language app.
And today we had some comments about... Today and yesterday about some voices they actually heard. So we've gone over those, and it does sound like there's something there.
And then what's going to happen in the future?
I can tell you lots of things that will happen.
It's going to get dark. It's going to become night. You're going to be smoggy out there in California.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some waves in the ocean.
Yeah, surfers, stoners.
You might have some clouds, but probably not.
Does that work? I mean...
Pretty good, Miguel? I said
Okay.
short.
Mine is not being active right now. There's nothing going on. The last words spoken on mine was slipped. I am using...
Alright, guys. Yeah, you're using Ghost Radar Legacy.
Yes.
I'm using Ghost Radar Classic. Guys, we need to start this. We need to actually do something, right? Be a little organized for a change.
Wow.
So, we're going to start talking about Black Eyed Kids with the apps, and we're going to see if we can get any answers? Miguel, we are psychics.
Psychic, psychotic, whichever.
Lewis.
I slowed... Oh, hi, Lewis.
It said Lewis. Have you done any more language?
Okay, Commander Oli, I did rip the audio off of that video. We posted it up on SoundCloud for people to go listen.
Right.
I'm working on cleaning it up. We're trying to get a good translation of it, but right now we're a little burnt out on that video.
Yeah, we're asking the apps about Black Eyed Kids, but we're kind of just burnt out on Black Eyed Kids for the moment.
Yes.
It'd probably only be that way for a week or two. There's so much going on with so many different people and so much drama. And we don't need drama.
We're not... So, we're gonna just do our normal thing tonight.
Yeah, we're just gonna be us. So anyway, let's start asking stuff, Rick.
Okay, so let me bring my Ghost Hunters app, my Ghost Hunting Tools app up.
You're gonna... Oh, you got the phone going too. Look at you go.
Unless I can get it on my other phone, because this phone's kind of crappy.
Your other phone, your other tablet.
I deleted off this phone.
But while he's trying to do that, I've got the Ghost Radar Classic going. So let's just ask, does anybody want to speak to us tonight?
Individual.
And as soon as I said that, it said individual. Interesting.
Is there anybody here that knows anything about black-eyed kids? Or black-eyed people, I'm sorry.
Basic.
That's basic?
Well, if it's basic, can you tell us about it?
Hi, Wes.
Who are we normally?
Oh,
You don't want to know,
good
man.
Lord.
You don't want to know, Tom.
It's a scary thing.
It really is. It can be. Okay, so basic.
So basic. So they're not as advanced as we think? Lyman...
Pupil.
Pupil. It said pupil, like a pupil in the eye.
That did.
That's
Does it
interesting.
show the words?
Yes, it does.
It did. It says pupil. See if you can you screenshot that?
No. I can't screenshot on this stupid
That's
thing. Okay, so I asked if anyone wanted to talk. It said individual. We're asking about Black Eyed Kids, and it said basic and pupil.
Yeah.
So,
Diagram.
can you draw us a diagram? Because that would be nice. What's it mean by diagram, man?
I don't know.
Okay, what?
Oh, I got a spirit box on this phone.
You got a spirit box? Well,
Got a
let's run
spirit
that too.
box. I forgot.
Okay, so diagram. Can you guys just tell us what they are?
Who they are.
Horace, yeah, or pupil as in student.
Miguel wants to know how dangerous they are. For those that are wondering, we're running... You can go to the Google Play Store and get the Ghost Radar Classic. Mine, on my son's tablet, is the Ghost Radar Legacy. He's running off the Amazon App Store.
Mm-hmm.
I've also got the Appy Droid Spirit Box on one phone. And I want to see if I can get... It's loading, apparently.
Okay, and I'm just gonna... the individual that was talking to me about pupils,
Yes.
can you tell us how dangerous the black-eyed children are?
Mike Blake, are you familiar with anything that was flying?
Tied.
Robotic. What is that?
Tide.
Are they tied to something?
No, tide is in like the ocean tide.
Oh.
I was talking about the ocean earlier.
Alright.
And the waves. Diagrams are pictures of ideas or thoughts or maps. You know what? Can you guys... This will sound weird, but can somebody implant the diagram in my head and tell me... Just give it to me, man. Let me see it.
Yeah, right?
I'm down. AKA, does Ghost Radar really work, though? That's what we're testing. we're trying to see if any of these apps have any validity at all. And the only way to do that is to use them and cross-reference answers and questions and see if anything else happened during the recording. Unfortunately. Now, the science behind them, the technology behind them does seem to be sound. It does seem to be, you know, it's kind of what they use in the equipment you see on, you know, all the ghost hunting shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they might work, they might not. We've had some very interesting things happen with them. Oh, sorry, Commander. You can listen to us tomorrow. It'll be up.
Yeah.
Good night.
You can go up and hit the listen to it tomorrow after we post it.
Mine's going quiet on me.
Yeah. The other one here is going quiet. See, it hasn't said anything in a while. I'm trying to get these other apps to work.
And see, and that's the thing, guys. And looking at how often these are going off, how often they tie together, stuff like that. And sometimes when you guys are using them at home with us live, sometimes we get corroborating answers, which is interesting.
Yes.
Now, what's up? Light Unseen, how you doing? But yeah, sometimes we get corroborating answers, which is super interesting. Now, my ghost radar is real quiet. Should I just pull out the portal?
Either the portal or the ghost hunting tools, because we're running one ghost radar. I think we need to run a different app.
All right, guys, this is gonna be a little loud because we have to hear it. I'm gonna run the portal. Now, this runs a bunch of different voice banks backwards. And yeah, once in a while we do get words on them, so who knows? You know, like I said, that's something we got to study. Sir, spooks and paranormal junkies are my favorite ghost parents. Yeah. Let's see. The Portal app. Alright, guys, if you guys don't know, the Portal app is done by Paranormal Shadow Investigations. And whether anybody likes him or not, it's based off of Steve Huff's Portal design. Obviously, it's not Steve Huff's Portal. It's an app. But it runs the way that that's supposed to run. So it's going to be loud. The sweep is interesting. You can't change your sweep. It changes randomly every 2 seconds to give you... oh, we got a Skype call.
I don't know if I can do that.
Well, let's try.
Okay.
All right, if you're listening, we're going to try and answer the Skype call. So just be patient with us. I wonder who's calling in.
I don't know. Hello, can you hear us?
Hold on. Switch. If you can hear us, hold on one moment. I don't know if we have...
Nope, hung up.
Okay. I don't think we have the audio running to the TV.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Guys, we have this all going on my TV. We got to just switch some settings.
A Skype call.
Yeah, we didn't expect a Skype call.
Oh, this is really bad tonight.
It's not bad.
Betty Tucker. It is available
on the Google Store. Yes.
Yes.
And we're going through all the free apps, because those are the ones most people are going to have access to.
Yes. But
yeah, go to the Google Play Store, and just search in Portal app. And we're not sure who tried to call.
I'm not sure how to get settings on frickin'...
If you're in the chat and you tried to call, let us know it was you.
Yeah. Because that was odd. I haven't seen that before.
And...
I mean, we got one last time.
Right. Yeah, Amy called last name. And then... Huso? I'm not sure how to say that. Is it Uso?
Yeah, it's Juusoajala.
Ohala?
It might have been a ghost. We were getting a ghost call. That might be really cool if that happened.
Sir Donkey, hello.
How do I...
That would be really cool. Alright, while you're doing that, I'm going to turn the portal on.
Okay.
Alright, guys, this is the portal. Like I said, it is going to make some noise.
They've changed Skype so much.
Can you hear this?
We're doing pretty good here.
Okay, so the way this works is they're supposedly able to manipulate the audio.
Yes.
So you guys may not even hear answers in real time. I'm going to turn this AC off so I can hear it. But when we go back over it, a lot of times we do get answers. So the portal app actually does seem to work. But that's a basic ghost hunting tool, so there's no reason it shouldn't work. So now that we've got the portal out, I'm going to ask again. Does anyone want to talk to us? Did Huso just try to call again?
Yeah, just tried to call again. We're missing your call.
We're not sure what's going on. Yeah, it does sound really creepy, doesn't it? That's because it's all backwards voices.
Can you hear us on over this thing, or do we need to turn the volume down a little bit?
I'm sure they can hear us. I'm loud as shit. Sorry, we're trying to figure out this Skype. We're not sure why it's not allowing us to answer this call.
Settings. I got this.
But we're going to get it figured out. And while we're doing that, alright guys, the app sounds weird. Every time I ask a question, I'm going to pause for 5-10 seconds, so there will be no noise so you guys can listen for a response. If you hear any actual English words, they're probably actual responses because everything's running through it backwards. So let us know if you can. Hey, Ghoulbrains! And thank you, Limus. It's a little loud. I have it right next to the mic. Hold on. Can you guys still hear it if it's over here? No, it's not. It's actually, those are English words. They're just being run backwards, Tom. Oh, it's your first live. It's going good. How are you?
Welcome, Sir Donkey Bun.
Can a ghost or demon attach itself by using... Oh, absolutely. Any of these apps that you guys use, and we should give a warning.
Yes.
Anything you use, if these work, these are opening up... we're getting another call. It's a different call.
Hello? You can't hear us? Okay.
Whoa. Did you hear that?
I heard monster.
Monster of Satan.
Yes.
Did you guys just hear the monster of Satan? See, you guys are asking about demons, and we just clearly heard Monster of Satan on the portal app.
Oh, hold on. So I'm coming. I'm coming.
We're fixing it. We have a Skype call that we're working on too, guys. Why isn't the audio working? Can you... Oh, I'm trying to...
I heard...
Oh, wait, I just heard something. Yeah, we can hear that.
Okay.
Guys, we're working on this Skype call. Don't mind us. I can't see the chat while he's doing this. Oh, okay. So that makes some sense. Now, so how are we going to run this, Rick?
I'm not sure.
But they are deaf. So we're trying to figure out how we can run this so we can accommodate them as well, because we want to accommodate everybody. Especially, anybody that wants to talk to us, we want to accommodate.
Yes, very much so.
Your app is asking about the Quran.
What?
Now, Limus, that's interesting, because I have some theories about the Quran. I'm not going to go into them tonight. But that's super interesting. Miguel, have you guys ever been scared to the point where giving up on this kind of stuff crossed your mind? No, Miguel, every time I've ever had... I'm going to turn the app off for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead, so we can talk.
Every time I've ever had a crazy experience... First off, my first experience scared the living hell out of me. But it's what made me get into this. And after that first experience, nothing can scare me. I was face to face with a full-on, in-the-flesh demon. I'm not talking spiritual. I'm, in the flesh. But after that, not much scares me. I mean, I get a little shook once in a while, but I don't get scared. And no, nothing's ever made me want to give up on it. The only thing that's ever made me really doubt it is, I mean, honestly, the Bible says you're not supposed to talk to spirits. And I'm talking to spirits on a quite regular basis. So does that mean my soul is damned? I don't know. But did you guys get anything off the video? Mike, I'm trying to remember which video it was. What video was that? Sorry, Rick left the room for a minute, so I'm kind of checking everything out here. Ghoulbrains thought she heard this app say it's me. My app, Ghoulbrains, or your app at home? Because I know you run them too. Now, the fact that it said Monsters of Satan, or Monster of Satan, we'll have to review that later on, but I'm sure that's what it said. And that's pretty crazy considering what you guys were asking about at the time. And that's why we test these apps. See, that could be adding validity to this particular app working. Or it could be a huge coincidence. It could be backwards words that just happen to sound like Monster of Satan. You know, but like I said, that's why we're doing the testing. You had a question on the Skype, I think.
I'm coming.
Who is Jack Matt? No clue. Okay. Oh, I so stupid chat here. You can new. Oh, there's Jack Matt. Oh, I so stupid. What? Okay. Rick, why don't you just put the camera on and do some sign language?
Because I'm not good at sign language.
Alright. I don't know any sign language, guys. I wish I did. Maybe we should learn. If we have deaf fans, I'd be willing to learn.
Okay, got a thumbs up.
Is 12 important at all to the Quran? I don't know. I haven't studied the Quran anywhere near enough. I honestly just started my studies. Like, literally in the last month, I've started looking into it.
Okay.
But 12 is important to a lot of other things. Ugh. That's such a loaded question. I don't even know if I can go in. Limus, when we talk, like, when we actually get a chance to talk, I'll talk to you about some of this stuff. Because it is important, but I know Rick doesn't want to go over it. Your app said 12 three times? Which app are you using, Limus? Yeah, and Light on Scene, what's your question, man?
Mine still hasn't said anything, so I think I'm gonna go edit these settings.
Okay, Rick's gonna. I've got mine off for now. I'm gonna be watching the chat. I don't want this to be too confused. I want you guys to actually have a decent experience here. So we need to be careful using this app at home. Last thing, Wes, yes, you do need to be careful using the app at home. Anything. When I was a child, we had people that did the occult downstairs from us, and we were in an upstairs apartment. And one night they were doing chanting, they were doing a summoning ritual of some sort, and I had a demon come out of my closet and talk to me. And yes, so you do have to be careful. That was my first experience into the paranormal. I also like UFO Man, UFO Busters Radio, Martin Wills. Wow. Oh, and Mad Cat Mysteries?
New York. Hold, time out.
What?
I just got New York on the Legacy app.
Okay. And Renee, I do want to say, Mad Cat, if you're out there, if you're listening tonight, or if you hear this later, thank you for telling people to forward those forms to us. We really appreciate that.
Yes, much thanks to Mad Cat.
And Jack, I don't read Japanese or Chinese.
Yeah, that's not Korean, so.
Okay, you're using the Ghost Hunter Tools, Limus? Yeah, that one, I've never had that one give me 3 of the same thing in the row. Damn fingers too fast again. So I meant to say, if BEKs can make cameras go haywire, can they have any kind of effect on older VHS cameras? That's a damn good question. I would assume, Light on Scene, I would assume if they truly give off like a stronger electromagnetic field or whatever to screw with cameras, that they most definitely would have had an effect on old VHS, because that's all magnetic. The tape is magnetic. If you get too much magnetism near the tape, it'll delete it.
Okay.
So yeah, absolutely, I would think they would. You were on Martin Willis today. Nice. Jack Matt just says, haha. Blind is stupid, yeah. Dumb. We're stupid.
Okay.
I don't know. What happened with the Skype call?
I closed it out.
Okay. All right, guys, and we were sorry that Skype call threw us off, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's new. We don't normally...
We don't mind. Okay.
Okay, I'm running 2 apps right now.
So are we stupid because we couldn't read...
Limus, go ahead and take care of that.
Yeah, Limus, please get rid of Jack.
We're running spam here.
Peace,
so...
Jack. You're out.
Sorry, buddy. We appreciate you coming to the show.
You're done
no
effed
spam.
up.
Okay, where were we? Okay, I'm running 2 apps right now. I'm not getting anything on them. This is crappy. This is a horrible live stream.
Yes,
wow.
Horace, I believe you said that a long time ago. Why'd that come through again?
I don't know. I think that's something with chat.
Yes, thank you, Ghoul. Now it says smirk.
Yeah, it's...
Don't be a twat, Jack. Thank you, Ghoul Brains. Twat. Sorry.
Language, people.
Twat's not bad language, technically. I will allow it. Not a lot, though, Ghoul Brains. We love you, but...
Yeah.
We gotta follow some rules. Do you think BEP could be attracted to EMPs? Miguel, I wouldn't think so, honestly. Because if they give off a high EM themselves, then I would think an EMP would disable them a little, wouldn't it? Like, possibly even knock them out. It can a person if they're too close.
Limus, go ahead and ban.
Tree.
I just got Tree on the Legacy app.
Interesting. Wes, thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh, Horace, it's all right. You do us a lot of favors if you're busy.
Yeah, we started lagging because of Skype.
Yeah, the Skype threw us off. We will get rid of that.
And I need to turn this Wi-Fi
off. You gotta actually close it over on your right too if you want it to be.
Is it?
Okay. Who else is like? Oh my God.
Wow, everything just...
Whoa.
Hold on, guys. Things just got screwy.
Yeah, something just happened. We just went backwards. Did we just shift?
I don't know.
Betty, no, the video seems to be getting laggy for everybody.
I don't know what's going on.
We have... Okay, I heard it whisper tree...
Okay.
That's weird. Well, no, you didn't... Ghoul Brains.
Did you really?
But wait, that was on the Ghost Radar Legacy, correct?
Yes.
Now on the Legacy, it actually does say the word as it comes up. It says it out loud.
But I need to find a way to screen cap this.
Okay. He's in our chat now.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I also Okay. They're all lagging.
Okay, we're trying to get this.
Rick, what is the video Mike sent us? Did I miss that one?
Maybe. I've been so backwards moving and...
Yeah, guys, he's been moving, and I've had a very sick fiance. So we're behind again. We were starting to catch up, and then life hit, and we got behind.
Yeah. Life is one of those stupid things.
What, Mike, when did you send it?
I need to get into my... I just got Dread on the ghost hunting tools.
Because I don't remember seeing that one. We both get the same notifications, but if one of us checks it, the other one will miss it. If that makes sense. Anywho, I asked about this VHS thing because I have 2 old VHS surveillance systems which I got from the hotel where I work. Oh, that's neat. Completely in working condition. That's really cool.
It's really easy to manipulate VHS because they're tape form.
Right.
They're on a tape.
Super easy. Do you guys listen to I've heard of Mysterious Universe. I'm not sure. I honestly, Madonna, I listen to so many different things that I can't keep track of them all. Oh, the app you had on that was stuffed backwards. Nice. Hello, need to have made a live show.
Welcome, Operative.
Yeah, welcome, Operative. And Ghoulbrains, thank you. Okay, a few days ago, Mike, I missed it. So, to be perfectly honest, we haven't examined it yet.
I just got down on the Ghost Hunting Tools app.
But, Mike, I'll tell you what, if Rick can get the video today, I can look at it tomorrow while Rick's busy.
Okay.
Because he's doing stuff tomorrow, but I'll be home.
Yeah,
so
I won't be back for a while.
I'll take a look at it. I'll run it through Audacity and any other audio programs I can think of, and I'll look at everything. I'll be the audio guy this time. That's usually Rick's job because he has the patience for it and I don't, but I know how to do it. I'll get it done.
Yeah, I've got... Yeah, it's what, HoraceBBP@hotmail.com is what Horace said his email was? Did he change it to? Did he got a new one?
I'm not sure. Well, I mean, Mike and Horace can figure that out. They can talk. Is Mike on our Discord?
Small.
I'm not sure.
I think Mike's on our Discord. If not, Mike, get on our Discord. And thank you, Horace.
Ghost Radar just gave me small.
And I just want to say right now, thank you to everybody because we've kind of built an actual little community here.
Yeah, I love you guys. And you understand when we have problems.
Right.
Or when our lag is bad or when we just want to sit here and BS for a little while.
And that's the thing. We started this channel just to talk to people and just to figure things out. And you guys are making that possible right now. And I know it's an odd time to say it, but I just wanted to say thank you. I really do appreciate it.
And Horace has been a huge help for us. And I don't know where Byron is. I thought he was coming tonight. Limus has been a huge help. We're working on we're going to do an interview soon with somebody that had some BEK experiences.
Right. I like chicks too. Anyway. And I do want to say about interviews, we started off as a podcast. We weren't on YouTube. And we used to do interviews.
And we had Dark Waters on.
We had DW on. We've had, lots of people call in, and we kind of want to get back to some of that interview format. So any of you that have had experiences that are willing to do an interview with us that'll go on air, we might even do them live, some of them. But I think some of them we'll just record. We'll sit down and record. But we'd really like to get back to that format a little bit along with our other stuff, because it'll keep us a little more busy. And plus, I mean, hearing it from the person it happened to is way better than us giving it to you secondhand, because you can't hear the emotion in our voice. Hit that like. Thank you, Horace. And Sir Donkey wants to know, can I donate? Can he donate?
I just got broad on my Ghost Hunting Tools.
Like a chick?
I don't, just broad, B-R-O-A-D.
Because he said, I like
broad
chicks.
entrance, or that, or... I wish I could join this live thing a lot more, but since I live in Finland, it's really rare that I'm able to. Like, what's the time there right now? Almost 12. It is 11:39 p.m.
Light on scene, what time is it in Finland? And we love you guys, too, for the MP that said love you guys. And, Sir, do we have Super Chat on?
I should have Super Chat on.
If you really... We're weird about donations right now because we're so small. But if you really want to donate, I believe you can use Super Chat to make a donation.
I believe so.
We just got Super Chat. We're learning all this stuff as we go, and we're learning it with you guys. You guys have been helping a lot.
We're not sure how Super Chat works.
And Mike, thank you for sending an email to Horace. He really helps keep us in line.
He does. He's like the father.
Ghoulbrain said, I will do an interview. It'll just have to be a month out due to some... That's all right. We're having some relocating issues with half of us here.
Yeah.
So, Ghoulbrains, thank you. We'd love to do an interview with you. That would actually be great.
I have set up a BlindBrik phone number that I think until we get this stuff situated out that we're going to do interviews through.
All right, it's 6:40 a.m. in Finland. Now, Light on Scene, if we went on in the afternoon, let's see, so you're 7 hours ahead of us? So if we went on at like 4 p.m. sometimes, would that be easier for you to hit? Because I know we have people in Scotland, we have people in Ireland, we have people in the UK, and people in Australia. We have people in Japan that watch us. So we do want to get some different times going. So that's actually really helpful.
Hi, Melissa. Sir Donkey Buns, if you do the super chat, it goes into our AdSense. My Ghost Radar is going super red right now.
It'll go into our AdSense account, which we will eventually pull out. We haven't touched our AdSense account because we're a small channel. We're going to be using that for equipment.
Yes, that's all it is for.
And that's the only reason our videos are monetized, guys. We want to get better equipment for you. I mean, that's absolutely where it would go and what it would be used for. What were you going to say? Sorry.
We are working on getting into places to investigate. Hi, Six Sound. Welcome back, buddy.
Okay, and then... Oh, man, I lost my train of thought.
I just got Gabriella.
Gabriella?
We've gotten that before multiple times on the show.
That's weird that we would keep getting that name. I'm not going to ask if any of you are Gabriella, but we do keep getting that name.
A lot.
So y'all are East Coast then. I wonder if there are different concentrations on... You know what? We actually... with Mad Cat, he's doing these sheets.
Yes, I need to get that address from him. So I need to email him and get the address for that site. Go check out his latest video.
And he's doing these sheets that people can fill out, and he's got a website set up, and on that website he has his email, but he also has our email. He's asking everybody to forward them to us, and we're gonna make our own map of encounters.
Yes, so.
And then so we're gonna try and find out, because at some point the goal is to get out someplace where we might have an encounter and be able to document it. Disease, ugh, that's scary. Gabriella is my aunt's name.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting. Because that's not a common name. You know what I mean?
It's really not. This ghost...
I heard a woman or feminine voice scoff. I'm Midwest. You know, Melissa, I've noticed a lot of these encounters do seem to be Midwest focused. There's a lot of them in that area of the country. From like the Mississippi on to Vegas area, the desert. So that's interesting. But yeah, we're working on making a map. Investigations don't go quickly, especially when you're talking about something like black-eyed children. You know what I mean? They just don't. You have to really dig your heels in. You got to slow down. You got to figure things out, because we're talking about something that might not even be physical all the time. So finding it's hard. And we do want to find it. We do believe it exists. Thank you, Horace. He is on the ball, man.
Always on the ball. Mike Blake, I think if Melissa wants to tell her story, that'd be great. But also, if she wants to do an interview, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, Melissa, if you want to do an interview, or just tell us our email, or you can get on our Discord. We have a nice little Discord community starting. Even when we're not on, people are just chatting and discussing, which is good. Like I said, that's what we want as a community. You guys should visit Finland in the future. Like Light on Scene, I would love to go to Finland.
I'd love to go anywhere.
But Finland is a beautiful place. I'd love to go there. Getting Rick on a plane is going to be the hard part. I've been on lots of them.
I've been on one and had horrible turbulence and got sick.
Sir Donkey, but when are we going to be live? Like, again?
We're working on that. Let's see. To be honest, I have to be out of my house by Monday. So I'm not going to be around after today for a little while. But once I get out, get moved, and everything gets situated, we are going to be doing more live shows. Hopefully more in the afternoon. I'm trying to get a new job and work overnights.
Yeah, generally we go on Wednesday nights. Sometimes we go on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You know what I mean? Depending on the schedule. We're going to try and get another one in soon, but...
Whoa!
What? Sorry, we just got something on the app.
It just said, I am sorry.
Really? As I said, sorry.
Yeah. It said, I am sorry. I screenshotted it, so I will be able to post that.
Yeah. And your summer... Like, your actual summer house, Light on Scene? Like, do you own it? Because if that's the case, I mean, that would be awesome if we could go over there somehow, you know, when we get a little more funding, go over there and investigate that. That would be wonderful.
Why am I talking in Discord as well?
I don't know. 666 Sound. I totally believe in BEP now. One of my best friends told me a crazy story. Cool. Yeah, we'd like to hear that. And thank you for using BEP, because that's what we're calling them now. Black-eyed people, not black-eyed children. Because we've had other reports of them coming back.
Yes.
We've had reports of them aging. We've had reports of them getting older. So these are things we do want to discuss.
I just got note.
Why would... Oh, yeah. I don't know. Has there been other recorded events of BEP in other places than North America? Actually, in the UK, in... Oh, why can't I remember the forest now? It's a big forest there. It's pretty. It was in Harry Potter.
I don't know. Ghoul Brains, apparently your app is telling you not to go do an interview with us. That's what I'm gathering.
Ghoul Brains, don't listen.
Yeah, we want you on the show.
Nothing huge, but doors will open by themselves. Sound all around, carpets move. That's, light on scene. I know you say nothing huge, but in the paranormal world, that's actually a lot of activity. That's a varied amount of activity, which generally means it's not a residual haunting. It's something else.
Tom asks, how do you know they're the same kids but older? We're going to go into that on a interview with the person that it happened to. So we don't really want to go into it right now, but this person believes that it was the same BEP that visited her 10 years later.
And the BEP had aged.
And it recognized her and said, will you let me in this time? We'll discuss it more.
Not Rendlesham Forest. Does it start with a B? I can't remember, man, for the life of me, Tom. But if you look up UK BE, you're going to have to put in BEK. Look up UK BEK encounters, and it should bring it up for you. Rendlesham Forest was the UFO incident, if I remember correctly. Mike would know that. And Renee, yeah, I absolutely agree. All those sites they're awful. They're terrible. Okay, it was more ghost-like. He didn't want to tell me at first. 666 Sound, and a lot of them do seem to be a little more ghost-like. It's really strange. It might be resident shadow person telling me not to move too, but that's too bad. The interview's a ghost, so no worries. Ghoul Brains, and you know what? The resident shadow person, I hate to say it, but if they're that attached to you, they may just go with. Okay, my brother owns one of the houses. Another one owned is by my mother's sister. It's like a completely normal thing there, since, like my mother says, there can be old things from the war there. And that really interests me, especially with a lot of German soldiers dying during the Winter War. I'd really like to see that. Yes, yeah. Feeling with BEP are worse than panic attacks. See, I haven't had a BEP experience personally. I've had demonic experiences, and they seem to line up with what people feel with BEKs. BEPs. There's two. We gotta just BEPs across the board. Cause Brexit.
No Brexit. I just got arrived.
Interesting.
Very.
For example, if the summer is really hot, the old explosives in the forest might still blow up. Wow. Well, let's hope for not hot summers.
I kind of wonder also if the BEPs have a season,
Canic Chase, thank you, Mike.
Okay. Like you see more wild bunnies in the spring, it's their season. I wonder if BEPs have a season of heavy activity.
That's something else we can track when we do the map.
Yes.
We can track dates and times.
Time frames.
And see, all these things are great. Everybody should really get on the Discord, and any of these ideas, any of these things we should be tracking with our sightings, get them down for us in case we miss them. We're not omniscient. We're not all-knowing and all-seeing. We don't know everything. And that's why we need political correctness much. I actually am not very political correct most of the time. I try really, really hard for this. And I'm not political correct because I'm a bad person. I'm loud and obnoxious. That's it.
Yeah, right?
3 times this pale, black-eyed thing was in his room. It talked to him and scratched his legs and threw him around the room. He screamed and crawled out of his room until his dad came, and then it ended. Now, Six Sound, that sounds like a demon. That sounds 100% demonic. And they can come in many, many different forms. It's something, if your friend would be willing to talk.
Hi, Winter.
And I understand if they're not. Obviously, these are hard things to talk about. Most people don't believe you. You're ridiculed. I understand all that. I get told I'm crazy, which is crazy to me because I'm nowhere near crazy. But yeah, I would definitely like to talk to them because that's pretty insane. Best place for info: Phantoms and Monsters.
Limus just got multiple seasons on the app. And we were talking about seasons.
See, and this is why we run the apps, guys. Oh, look, the dad confirmed it, and he's a total disbeliever.
Huh.
Now, that makes it even more interesting, because now you have somebody that's a semi-witness. They would have seen the scratches. They would have seen the distress. And
I just got For Me.
Multiple seasons for me?
Do we have a BEK present? A BEP, I'm sorry. Habit.
Yeah, do we have any of you black-eyeds present?
Because it seems like they're running...
Yeah, I can't read Finnish. Unfortunately, light unseen.
There should be...
Definitely demonic. Six Sound, the demonic attachment I had appeared as a little girl, but was not. Yeah, and Ghoulbrains, little girls are their favorite thing to appear as. And I've heard that right from their mouths. You guys, like, I've had... If you guys ever want to know about demons, get a hold of me, private message me, whatever. I mean, I've legitimately talked to them in detail in the flesh. I can't explain it right now. It's been a lot of years, and I did a lot of things to get there. And it was a dangerous path in my life, and it took me to some dark places. But I've been there, done that, and I know some things that most people wouldn't believe.
Hey, Limus, language.
Yeah, Limus, you're a mod. Come on. Hello, Amy. Were you high? No. I absolutely was not high. Actually, at that time in my life, I don't think I had ever been high. Or drunk. I was completely sober. Horace has just said malevolent. See, we ask about BEPs and then we start getting responses.
Yes. So, welcome. Did I say welcome to Amy?
Yeah, I said welcome to Amy.
Okay.
Creepy little girls are my least favorite thing, too. Yeah, and that's... But you see, they appear because most people, if you're going to give in to anything, anybody in the world, if you're going to give in to anything, if you're going to let anything in, it's going to be a helpless little girl. And that's why they appear that way. Thank you, Six Sound.
Oh,
the app said we are when we asked if any BEP were here.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. Limus, if it's still there, screenshot it for us. If not, don't worry about it.
That way we can kind of try to timestamp it.
Yeah, we like to try and timestamp things if we can. Okay, cool. Sometimes that opens you up. Yeah, and that's the thing, Winter. When I was doing this stuff, I had been experimenting in astral travel. I'd been experimenting in remote viewing. I'd been experimenting in all that stuff. I'd been experimenting in summoning circles and scrying mirrors. And when it did happen, it was in the flesh. I wasn't somewhere else. He was there, and he was physical. They can take physical form, and it scares the ever-living hell out of you. But because I've had the experience with the same demonic entity my whole life, I kind of got used to it. The app Rick is running right now, he's running Ghost Hunter Legacy. I believe Limus is running Ghost Hunting Tools right now.
So am I.
And so is Rick.
I'm running 2 apps.
If we want to Google it,
plus Facebook Messenger.
Missy, I can't even say that light unseen. Well, but thank you. Wait. That's in the chat, so we can go back and see it now.
Misa Rajahit. I can't pronounce that.
Yeah, Tom, I don't drink at all, man. I can't stand alcohol. You're welcome, Amy. Helpless little girl equals letting your guard down. Absolutely.
Hold on, I just got my thing's going off mad. I got evolved.
That's interesting,
and that
then
I got seed.
That's really because Winter just asked if I had a connection with it when it said those things.
Yeah. That's weird, because mine doesn't normally...
Yes, Winter, I do have a connection with it. No, I am not going to go into it, because none of you would believe it. Unfortunately, I've been ridiculed for that a lot. But it is what it is. But the app kind of just went along with it. See, the only thing that weird with my attention, it was a dead, creepy little girl. Oh, man, Ghoul Brains, I had to creep you right the hell out.
See...
We know that it's kids...
Whoa! I just got aborted. This thing is popping.
Now, guys, I was born with a tail.
My oldest son has a third nipple.
I have a whole extra tendon system that they had to cut out when they did my back that wasn't supposed to be there. My body grew it on its own to keep me walking when I wasn't supposed to be.
This thing is redlining.
So I've had... You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. I've gathered some good stuff for you when I'm done. Ensure everything. Thank you, Six Sound. Light Unseen, understand that you got to go, man. We'll try and get some earlier shows in for you sometime.
Yeah, we're going to start trying to go a little earlier. We seem to get better responses when we're going earlier.
Yeah. Limas thinks she's getting names and ages. That's interesting. It's attached to you in order... And Winter, yes and no. In a way, yes. But... Wow, the tail, are you... What's the RH mean? Oh, am I RH? Oh, yeah, I'm RH negative.
I just got quick.
So, Winter, you're putting it together pretty good. You understand what I'm saying. And I've been told that face to face. And it sucks. But that's besides the point. Ghoulbrains app said bang.
Bang.
Come on, we'll believe it. I believe in the TARDIS. Well, Winter seems to have it figured out. Winter, what would I be? And nobody will believe it, so it doesn't matter, but I know they exist now.
Oh, the N-word?
Well, there's the N-word is one of them, or the C-word. But, hello, Jody.
Oh, good Lord. Hi, welcome, Jody. We appreciate you.
But yeah, Winter, if you want to say it, that's close enough. Thank you. The N-word.
Yes.
The N-word. Not the N-I word, the N-E word. Son of a fallen angel.
I believe it caused my friends mess with the Ouija board. In a few days, me and my friends were in the house and they played something, got attached, and I wake up with scratches and marks. Gaming, I can't say I can't pronounce the first name.
Chat freezes and I can't respond. Weird. Yeah, sorry, Winter. But yeah, you understand what... Yes, that's the word. It's an awful word. I don't like it. It's racist.
It's racist.
It is. I don't like it. It offends me. That word offends me. All the videos on Nephilim offend me. They're all ridiculous.
I'm sorry that
nobody knows what the hell they're talking about.
Wow, that word just dropped a lot.
Nobody knows what the hell they're talking about when they talk about Nephilim. No clue. Nobody. Like I said, that word offends me. The videos offend me. It all offends me.
Yes.
Like on a real personal level. And it's not my fault.
This one went from looking at apps to just discussing weird shit, which is awesome. This is why I like our live chats. We get you guys to talk. Remember...
What'd it say?
I don't bite. What? This thing hasn't said a word in half an hour.
And then it just said bite.
Then it just said bite.
Guys, it has been spotted again. Ooh, Limas, let us know.
Limas... I'm on Discord right now.
I learned all about those when I was pregnant, when I found out I was Rh negative, and yes, most of the stories are complete BS. That's absolutely true. My fiance is also Rh negative. We seem to surround ourselves with other Rh negative people, and we don't do it on purpose. No, Rick is not.
I have no clue.
As far as he knows.
Yeah.
Winter, that's a good question. I'm under surveillance from something. You guys have no idea the amount of information I could give you. But I can't give it to you. And that sucks for me, because secrets are not something I like to keep. But I've had things told to me that nobody needs to hear, nobody needs to see. I've been taken to places out of body, and I've been shown things, and it scarred me really, really well. It scarred the shit out of me for life. But that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm good at it.
We've got a bunch of new people here. So I've asked this question before, and I'm going to ask it again. Wings.
Wings.
Has anybody in our chat that is listening ever looked at somebody and seen wings?
Right. Yeah, you've asked before. Now, Winter said the elite keep tabs on the bloodline. Now, Winter, I will tell you that when I was younger, I took the ASVABs, and I scored the highest score they had seen since the inception of the ASVABs in sex itching.
And it's redlining.
And since then, the Navy has kept tabs on me at the very least. And I know they did IQ test, and I know I'm on some lists there too that are very easy to access. So I know there are people that have kept tabs on me. I don't know if they still do. Me, my best friend, my sister, and 2 other close friends are all Rh negative. Yeah, I really think so. It's weird. It's almost like we can sense it. There's a kinship there. There really is.
Yeah.
It's odd. It's really hard to explain.
I just got a new word and it vibrated, so...
No, I will tell you, I've done regression. Regression sucks. I'm scared of it.
I got erase.
My boyfriend... Oh. That is
Jamie,
relevant.
that is very relevant. Very, very relevant. I
have seen horns on someone's head. Now we got it both ways.
Okay, so here we go.
Now tell your story.
Now let me explain, because this is a story I've told on the show before. But a lot of you guys are new, so you haven't heard it, or... when I was about, I believe it was 12 or 13 years old.
Just one sec, I want to respond to Winter.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Michael Lee Hill? No, Winter, I haven't. But if you could email me or get on our Discord, our link's right there, I'll definitely check him out. I'm going to let Rick tell his story real quick. Rh negative is a blood type. And if you look it up, you'll see they say it comes from aliens, and it doesn't come from aliens, it's demonic. It's not even demonic, it's fallen angel.
I just got along. Like, it's popping words one a minute now.
The Rh negative people are the Nephilim. All the big bad Nephilim that everybody's worried about, we're all over. We're everywhere. There's nothing to worry about. We're just normal people. That's it. Okay, finish your story.
Okay. So, a lot of people see auras, Melissa. Hello, Belia? 1313? Okay. Anyways. So, when I was about 12, 13 years old, my buddy and I were walking to, it was Kmart in the town I was raised in Florida. So we were staying out at Kmart. There was a dollar store that we used to go in there and buy the little cap guns that had the one caps, and yeah, dude, we were weird. And a lady walked up to me. I'd never seen this woman in my life. She had to be about mid-40s. She put her hand on my shoulder and says, "You have the most beautiful black wings I have ever seen." And she walked away. From that moment on, I can look at people, and I've seen wings on people. It's the weirdest thing.
Now, I'm one of the people Rick has seen wings on. Does that have something to do, and that's why you brought it up?
Yes.
Does that have something to do with the Rh negative? Does that have something to do with the bloodline? I don't know. Winter, I do want to talk to you more, though, because it seems like you have a lot of information. And also look up the word cambion.
Spell it out.
Cambion. I think any of you that are interested in Nephilim would be interested in cambion, which is a different name for the same thing. So you get some different information, and that information is a little more correct. than what you're going to get when you read about Nephilim. And Tom, sorry to break the news to you, but yeah. Yeah, you are. Let's see. I want purple wings. What color was your wings? My wings? Rick, what color were my wings?
They're a grayish.
Like grayish whitish,
Yeah.
or just
They're a medium dark gray with white highlights going through. It's really weird.
a medium dark gray with white highlights?
It's really strange. I've seen bat wings. It's really weird.
And yeah, I can spell it again. It's Cambion. Cambion. Yes. Direct descendant from angel and it's not angel and devil mix. They're fallen angels. They are not. There's a difference between fallen angels and demons, guys. I say demon because F them right in the A. But they're
and
not.
The horse they aren't in on.
A lot of them aren't really demons. They're fallen angels, and there's a huge difference. And if you talk to a fallen angel, they'll tell you there's a huge difference. The demons are below them. They're scum to them.
Okay, we'll check the messages in a little bit. Daniel, see, I don't believe in vampires.
I'm not sure what to believe on vampires because I've seen so much that I can't discount them completely.
But it's just, I don't know. Like, there's so many different wings that I've seen.
Thank you, Winter.
I've seen white wings. I've seen Brandon's gray with white highlights. I've seen black. I've seen bat wings. I've seen black wings like raven or crow wings. I just want to know what it means.
You know, don't. Your boyfriend's story, just because it was for a short time, doesn't make it irrelevant. Every story is relevant. Every encounter is relevant because that's how we get our research done. Some chose to come here, right? So excited. Nah, some chose to come here. Most were kicked the hell out. And they're not happy about it. It's bad. They'll tell you all about it.
So, does anybody have an idea?
I don't know if they can hear you out there, man.
I don't know. You can repeat what I'm saying.
Okay, so does anybody have an idea
Of why I'd see wings?
of why Rick would see wings? It means you're the new Blade. Ah, I wish I was the new Blade. That'd be badass. Yeah, and Amy, they're...
Sorry, I'm making a cup of coffee.
Like, whether you guys want to believe the Bible or not, the story I got straight from the source says that they were kicked the hell out. And they were kicked the hell out because they followed the wrong guy. There were the Watchers. They fell on purpose. But they still fell. They're still not part of the higher realm.
Heads up, you're out of sugar.
Read Angelology. Yeah, Melissa, I'll have to check that out. I'm actually working on an Angels A to Z segment and a Demons A to Z segment where we're going to go through all of the known angels and demons one by one. And a couple of them I can give you guys a personal spin on, like Lilith. So...
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was making a cup of coffee.
Do you see wings on everyone or just some people?
It's not everyone. Not everyone has wings. This is the saddest thing. I can sit here on Brandon's couch and look at his fiance and himself, and one has wings, one doesn't. I'm trying to figure out what it means. I've been trying to figure out what it means.
We'll get to Azazel. We'll get to Abaddon. We'll get to all of them. Belial, Baal, Asmodeus. But then we'll also get to Gabriel, Raphael.
I'm the only one that doesn't have
Michael.
anything special.
And a lot of the lesser known angels. I don't know. Maybe in the Bible he'll find why he sees wings. I can't get him to read the Bible.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Like the devil?
It's only in person.
The devil is who they followed.
I just got Sarah.
That's an amazing gift to see wings. See, and that's the thing I tell him, and I'm like, dude,
It's a scary gift.
why can you not look at the Bible? You can see wings. Why won't you listen to me when it comes to this other stuff? But he's stubborn.
Operative, I have never seen any in photographs.
Do you have proof that you can see wings?
No, I don't. I really don't. And that's the unfortunate thing.
There'd be no way to give proof, unfortunately. Are they on him all the time?
Yes. I
Gabriel's
cannot see auras.
Gabriel. Or Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel's who I'm talking about, not Gabriella.
Is there a demon?
Donatello, Michelangelo,
Raphael.
Leonardo. It's your superpower or something like the Bayukugan from Naruto. I had Sarah early. What about auras? That is what I thought. Is there a demon called Malcolm? I have never met a demon named Malcolm. I have never read of a demon named Malcolm. But that doesn't mean a demon's never called itself Malcolm. They come in all different forms, and you might see the same one 6 times, and you think it's a different one. It's really hard to tell the difference because they'll appear to you as what you expect to see, not what they actually are. He's seeing their astral body, more than likely. Okay, I have had a friend who sees wings on people also.
Did you?
See, that's cool. See, so it's something we need to look more into.
Justin, it's been a while since we've seen you. I mean,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fear me, the app just said.
Fear me. Who are we fearing?
Yeah, and while who are we fearing, the veil is getting thin, Babs. It's getting super thin. And I can feel it. I mean, I literally feel it. Rick will tell you guys, every time he shows up, I'm freaking out more and more because of the things that I feel and see, and the things that I know are coming, and the things that people won't believe and aren't ready for. And it sucks. It sucks.
This thing is popping tonight. It
Many
hasn't
beings
done
have
this in
been-
a while. I just got Caroline.
Melissa said, I've heard demons not fun. No, it's not fun at all. Imagine being told you're part of one.
If you are the offspring, then you have the free choice, right?
Actually, Amy, that's a conversation I had with my fiance when I told her about this. I didn't know whether I should even tell her. And she asked if that made me evil. And I said no. And that's one of the things they hate. They hate about me. I have a soul and I have free choice. And I have free will and I choose to be good. And I choose to follow God. And I bet that pisses them right off. And yeah, I have no fear, Winter.
And says, I have an incubus that calls himself Malcolm, but can't find any info about the name he's given.
Who said that?
Amy L.
Amy.
Ann L. I'm sorry, Ann.
Amy.
Ann.
Ann, get a hold of me, personally, because it's an incubus succubus that I've had the most interactions with that was there on the night that I was conceived. So I can talk to you about that a little more. The name they give is the name that they think that you want to hear. Who knows why it chose Malcolm? But I can tell you it took me 7 years to get the real name out of mine. I think it was almost 7 years before and that was speaking with it at least 10 times. And as far as that goes, I have had other people see that demon while I wasn't there. My boyfriend said he was visited by his father's spirit the day after he saw wings on the lady. That's interesting. I have seen dimensional entity run across the road. Yeah, I've seen weird stuff run across the road too. If you don't feed them, they won't come around as much. In winter, in 2014, I was still practicing some occult stuff, and I worked a ritual on Halloween. And it exhausted the shit out of me, and I was exhausted for a week or more. And after that, I have stopped feeding them completely. And I have shut them out. And the reason I don't talk about it a lot is because I'm scared it'll bring them back.
I got Henry.
And I'm not scared because I'm scared. I just don't want to deal with it. I don't need that in my family's life.
I am getting a lot of names. Winter Moon brings up a valid point. If you have its name, you can banish it if you want. But you have to have its actual name. You can't have the name that it gives you. You have to get the real name out.
Right. I think she's talking about me, though. And I do have the actual name.
Yes, I know. But
and that's why... And here's the funny part. I've told my fiance the actual name 3 times. She doesn't remember it.
So
I think you can only get it if it comes right from the source.
Betty Tucker says Laurel K. Hamilton had an incubus in one of her books named Malcolm. Can you get us reference on that so we can look it up for Anne?
Yeah, thank you, Betty.
What did
That's
Tom say?
awesome.
Somebody's laughing at Tom. What do you say?
What'd Tom say?
I don't know.
Tom's way up there. I can't
have
see
seen the
it.
chicken cross the road. Very nice, sir.
The ritual I've done was the one with the baby in the bath. After I've done everything, I found the baby in my family room soaking wet. That's weird. Good idea, just ignore it. God can be all, name or not. Yeah, and I mean, I've been trying, I don't want to get religious, but I've been trying to get closer to God. And you guys know I've had a back surgery. And what's it been, Rick, 2 weeks?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Okay, so two weeks ago, roughly, I was in a real hard spot. I was in a real bad place. My hips have been on fire since my back surgery. They shaved them down and they've just been on fire. And I've had a real hard time getting around. And about 2 weeks ago, I laid down, and this could be psychosomatic. I'm not saying for sure it was God. This could be psychosomatic. But I was laying down, and I was praying real hard. And I said, if the end is coming and you really need people like me, then I need to be pain-free. I can't do it like this. And I saw a white light. I had my eyes closed. My vision filled up with white. I saw a face, just the outline of a face, and my body shook violently, and I got shivers, and my hips haven't hurt since. For 2 weeks, I've been pain-free.
Furion wants to know if we've thought about doing rituals and posting them on our channel.
Furion...
By the way, time out.
Okay.
Wait.
Stigmata. We just got stigmata.
As you were talking about your experience.
As I was talking about my experience, we got stigmata. But yes, guys, I've been pain-free for like 2 weeks for the first time in 15 years of my life. Sorry, I'm tearing up a little.
He gets it's a big deal. I've known this man for 15, 20 years almost. And he went from working full-time as much as he could, plus tattooing on the side, to not being able to do anything. And now the fact that I walked in here last week and the house was immaculate. There was new things built and put up. He's feeling amazing, and we need to do something with it.
And the hard part is, it's been 15, 16 years now since I've felt good, and I don't even know how to act. I don't know what to do. And it feels like the hand of God came down, and I saw a face, man. I saw the face. It came to me. And I don't know how to act. I don't know what to do. And that's why I've been quiet, guys. All you guys on Discord, I haven't been talking much. It's all been Rick, and it's because I've been dealing with this in a weird way. I don't know how to deal with it. I'm so happy.
But he really is, but he's so frustrated.
I don't know what to do, and I've been stuck for so long. I don't know how to proceed with life anymore. And that's hard, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna leave the room for a minute. I gotta blow my nose.
I'm gonna talk here. So this is the hardest thing because of the last, let's discuss this, 3 years of my life. I'm not a very religious person because I've lost both my mother, my father, and my brother. And specifically my mother had... Specifically my mother, there was no reason to take her. And it's heartbreaking, so that I don't feel the religious side like B does or some of you guys do because I'm angry. He'll be back. He's taking care of himself. He'll be right back.
It's just really hard for him.
It's new. I've seen dead family members in my bedroom. My mother has been talking to me. and visiting me, and it's really hard because I still haven't dealt with her death. I'm trying the best I can, but I don't know. She comes and sees me and talks to me. This is really hard to do on my own. This is why I don't do my own shows, like on wrestling and stuff. She tells me she loves me and that she's okay. And that I should let her go. But it's really hard because she's all I had. Okay, yeah, we really do need to get a topic changed. Tabitha? Oh, God. I know you don't really like to talk about it, but do you believe FD? Do we believe FD? The problem... I just got Rhonda. I'm getting names left and right on here. You okay, Bubba?
I'm alright. What I miss?
I don't know.
Sorry, guys. It's just...
I was talking about how Mom comes and visits me and talks to me.
Whenever I talk about it, I see the light and I see the face, and it's good tears, but it's hard. I can't explain it, and I'm not. I just can't. Damn, I missed your live chat again. Sounds like I missed a lot. Vicky's... you did miss a lot.
Okay,
yeah, you're here.
Tabitha Smith asked. Brandon's back, so we're gonna...
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that... I don't usually get emotional.
No,
but...
he doesn't. He's kind of a brick wall. Okay. Tabitha Smith says... Where are we at? I know you don't really like to talk about it, but do you believe FD? The problem with FD is... And it's the same thing we've said every time. It's nothing against the guy, but there's no evidence backing it up.
Right. And if the guy is really going through things,
I feel for him.
We want to help him.
And
that's our natural reaction. Yeah.
That's what it started out as. We showed it. He showed it. We offered him help.
And that's the thing, especially with me, I've been stuck in my house. So the only thing I've been able to do for people is help. So my whole life has become helping. And that's all I've ever wanted to do. And with him, if he really needs the help, that's all we've ever wanted to do. And if he doesn't, then whatever. But that's why we went over, But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. We're sure he'll hear this. Because we've seen his videos. Yeah. We know he knows we're here. But yeah, guys, that's our take on him. And we're kind of just putting it to rest for now. Just because there's not much else we can do with it until we have more information.
I can't touch on it. We need someone to talk to. You guys got all your fans, including myself. Yeah, we appreciate you guys so much.
And Miguel, I know coming from you, you actually mean that because you're here all the time. You're always talking to us. Same with Limas or Horace or any of you, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You guys are awesome. We're not telling you not to believe him.
Right, we're telling you to use logic.
To use critical thinking on everything you see.
Everything.
Even us.
Our stuff, his stuff, everybody's stuff. If you guys don't stop and use logic and reasoning, you'll never know what's going on. And I've come to the conclusion, quite honestly, that we like getting lied to.
Everybody does.
Look at all the most successful channels. They're all lies. They're full of shit. I can tear apart most of the paranormal channels in under 5 minutes. Most of them. And I'm talking about channels with hundreds of thousands of subs. You can just tear them right to shreds. But unfortunately, people like being lied to. And that's one of the reasons we're doing our channel, is because stop getting lied to, guys. Open up your eyes. Use your critical... You guys all have brains. Use them. You're all real intelligent people. Use it.
See, my problem... I know I don't like going into this. I just got no.
Yeah, the app's telling us no.
I'm going to go with this real quick. The problem I have with the FD channel is I'm a family man. I love my kids. I loved my wife. I love my girlfriend.
That's the same with me.
And
my child's everything to
if
me.
If this would happen had happened to me, I would be there with them instead of in the house. That's my first instinct. As a person that loves his family unconditionally.
That's cool.
Which one?
Donkey. Deja vu, I dreamed this. That's cool. That's really interesting. Glitch in the Matrix.
Gaming, Horace, you stay away from my girlfriend. Gaming, here's an idea. I've said this before, but you may not remember your experiences right now, but your dreams do tend to bring them back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you wake up in the morning and you have a thought, write it down.
I wonder if FD will bring Freya back. I don't think so.
No,
He even did a video telling you guys that he wasn't bringing Freya around anymore. She was done with it. And we do still watch all his stuff.
Yeah, I really thought he said that he loved his wife and that he loved his girlfriend double dipping. I loved my ex-wife when she was my wife.
Yeah, she...
Limus, damn it.
She left,
Yeah,
not
that
Rick.
wasn't me.
We are two of the most loyal sons of bitches you'll ever find. We don't leave for nothing.
Yeah. I'm stubborn as hell.
Yeah. If I love somebody, I love somebody. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I told my husband I would kill him if he did crap he did, and I wouldn't. And he beat. Tabitha, you got me confused there. That is why I don't understand why FD brought that to his house. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Every red flag on him, thank you. Even Omar Gosh. Kimberly, we actually watch Omar Gosh. And no, we're not going to tear him apart. His channel's pretty awesome. He does all the dumpster dives.
Oh, that's right. I love him.
Yeah, we love Omar Gosh. I wonder if that skinny chick in FD's video wasn't Freya, LOL. Omar and James. He hasn't been around in 3 days. Has it only? It seems like longer than 3 days, but maybe it has only been 3 days. If you guys watch Mad Cat Mysteries' new videos, he talks about how he's been trying to get a hold of FD since the 22nd, and not getting any response. And if you guys like, Mad Cat will definitely talk to you guys about him.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm also worried about that code number on the tape and the way the mouth moves. Everything in that tape. Oh, that stupid video.
Yeah, the tape that we got, we're still examining that, and we're still using our logic and critical thinking, because we're not going to call that real unless it's real.
Limus, I'm checking Discord right now.
Going down the rabbit hole, soon we will be... I don't understand. Did I miss something?
Just getting random.
Oh, yeah. You guys really want to go down the rabbit hole, I can take you there.
Furion, we're using ghost hunting tools.
Docstar hasn't heard anything either. That's interesting. And you know what? I'm going to say this. I hope he's okay. Whether we have bad blood or not, no matter what's going on, I hope the dude's okay. I hope he's not silent because something actually happened.
I mean, I just got Chance. And I need to message, because when anybody like this high profile, semi-high profile, as FD has become, anybody like that misses, I was worried about one of our fans today because we hadn't heard from him in over a week.
Yeah, we were actually messaging a fan today going, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Because we hadn't heard from him. But that's how personal we get with you guys too, though. That's how much we enjoy our little community here.
Furion, no. I have not anything that's abnormal.
No, not at all. His neighbor ate him.
Guys, rabbit hole.
Tabitha, when we do the map, where will we be putting it up? That's an excellent question.
I am working on a website.
That's what I was going to say. We need to get off our asses and get the website finished. Sorry for the swearing. But we do. We need to get off our butts and get the website finished. You know, Rick hasn't had a lot of time lately, and he's usually the tech guy. I know how to do all the stuff. Like I said, I haven't had the patience for it.
Can't remember.
can't remember. But now that my pain's gone, maybe I do have the patience for it. So maybe I'll be able to help him with that. And you guys got to remember that too. A lot of this is, some of it's my fault because of the pain of us being behind. Some of it's Rick's fault because he's been too busy.
Yeah.
But we're getting to the point where stuff is starting to slowly stable out. So we'll get there.
BEPs.
Yeah, we have a Facebook page.
Yes. Who asked that?
Betty.
Betty, yeah. Just go to Facebook, search BlindBrik.
Yep.
I just got uphold.
FD map of BEKs. It's all. In winter, I'm not going to use his map. I'm going to make my own because I don't know. And plus, you know what? Honestly, it kind of bothers me that it's upside down pyramids with an eye on them.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with the Illuminati symbolism. I know I joked about it at the beginning of the show, but the Illuminati sucks. They're awful. My question is, where do the BEKs live? Do they only come out at night? And Hollywood, that's something we've been trying to figure out.
What seems to happen, everything we've seen is at night. I've a very rare daytime. If they are real, and I ask where you guys are, the internet is hard to. We live in the boondocks. We live in the boondocks.
Yeah, Vicky, actually, I have satellite internet, and
I just got C.
Sometimes it's awful, and sometimes it's really good. I'm supposed to get plenty of internet to do a live stream, but I don't.
Yeah, we're not sure why it does.
But I digress. I wish Kane was here.
Yeah.
So they are able to come out during the daytime because that's my whole thing. But Hollywood, there have been daytime encounters.
They're very rare, but there have been. But I also think if the eyes are black for a reason.
Yeah.
And most things with black eyes or the dark eyes like that are a nocturnal creature.
Right, but I think it's different with the BEPs. I really think it's a demonic thing, dude.
I really do. If they exist, and with my experience, like I said, I can't say that I had a visit from them. To me, it's still a dream. But
Skinwalkers, ooh.
Yeah, we need to touch on skinwalkers. People have been talking about skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers are not something I have a lot of experience with. It's something that interests me, but my mind's always focused on the ethereal.
Yeah.
And that sometimes I need to be brought back down to earth. And that's why I have Rick. He's actually a really good counter to my I don't know what even to call it.
Insanity?
It's not even insanity though, because I'm completely right 99% of the time. I'm right to the point where it bothers people. People get mad at me because I'll tell them what they're gonna do in a week. And that's all just observation, guys. That's not because I'm psychic or anything. I'm just super observant.
He's part of the reason I have the girlfriend I have right now.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I'm good at things. My friend had experienced a BEP when she was younger, but she didn't invite her. She went out to them, and she said she woke up alone behind a shed behind her.
Weird.
Wow.
See, I have experiences of waking up in places I didn't go, but it's for complete other reasons when I was younger.
Melissa, wouldn't sunlight hurt their eyes? Absolutely, if their eyes are black because they're nocturnal. If they're demonic, no, not at all. Their eyes are just black because they're soulless. So that's something we need to establish before we can answer the question adequately. Skinwalkers do seem to be... I think Skinwalker is just another name for other things that have been around forever. Yeah, the BEKs are somewhat creepy when it comes to those black eyes. What caused the black eyes? Hollywood, I have a hard time thinking anything is alien related anymore. I'm not saying they're not out there. I've seen too much. All this ancient alien stuff, all this other stuff also connects to demons in the Bible and fallen angels. So there's two different trains of thought on that. But if aliens are real, they could absolutely be some sort of hybrid.
Yes.
Absolutely. 100%.
We just got a new like on the Facebook page. I believe her name was Melissa? Michelle? I don't know.
It was probably Melissa, I think.
I'm looking.
But anyway, thank you for the new like.
Yes.
I live around
We've
a lot
got
of...
like 4 more and we're going to reach 100. Or 2 more. 2 more. I think we're at 98.
Woo! I feel it's all patterns, yet people... Yeah, it is. It's all patterns, Miguel. If you once you figure somebody out, you know what they're going to do forever. People don't
Oh,
change.
good lord, you're the second one to bring up Wendigos.
Yeah, that's something we got to look at. Yeah, History Channel equals aliens did it. In Ancient Aliens, I think is just indoctrination for the false flag alien invasion. Yeah. And honestly, guys, I really do believe, as crazy as it sounds, I do believe there's going to be a false flag alien invasion. But I don't believe it's going to be Project Bluebeam. I don't believe it's going to be HARP. They may be part of it, but I believe the aliens will be physical beings, and I believe they're demonic. And I have some inside information on that.
Here's my reason for it being alien. If they generally try to avoid people, it makes sense. If there was some sort of weird cult, they'd eventually have to make contact in order to. That makes really good sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Thank you, Hollywood. Yes, there is too much crossover between But you know what, Tabitha? In the original BEP stories, there wasn't a lot of crossover. It's just what people are putting together. What's the Facebook page name? It's just BlindBrik, right? BlindBrik Productions?
Where are we?
Winter asked.
Yeah, BlindBrik. www.facebook.com/BlindBrik, I believe.
And remember, Brick is spelled B-R-I-K, as in B and Rick.
Yeah. Brilliant, right? I came up with that.
I have an ancient alien meme with your name on it, Mike Blake. Ah, that's awesome, Justin.
Because of their stories, kids in old cycle, missing children rumors, and 9 levels underground. Also, the timeline from when it started coming out. The timeline is important. Thanks, Limus. I think we just reached... I just got inside you. On the app.
Well, maybe it's inside of you. I believe something was inside of me until recently. I don't think it was in control of me, but I believe something was there. Oh, boy. Wendigos, if you believe what other Bigfoot researchers are saying, are... You know, and Bigfoot researchers are going to tell you anything in the woods is a different kind of squatch. Alien researchers are going to tell you it's an alien. Religious people are going to tell you it's demons. It's... You know, it's all about belief systems. It's all about confirmation bias.
Is there an underscore on my Twitter?
Is there?
I don't remember.
Mike, play good luck finding my picture. Is it BlindBrik _ Rick?
I don't remember.
We don't even know.
Amy, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Amy. What about Dogman? Dogman we're going to talk about more.
Yeah, we have discussed Dogman already when we had...
Yeah, we had Dark Waters on. You guys can go back. We talked to Dark Waters about Dogman.
Oh,
a couple of
year
times.
Ago.
We had him on, what, 3 times?
Yeah. Gaming, the app is called... Ghost Hunting Tools?
Yeah, Ghost Hunting Tools is the one that you're currently using.
Yeah, it's a hand... And when you look at the Google Play Store, it's a blue hand. Blue handprint.
Yeah, really, and it's a free app, and
it
honestly...
It's weirdly accurate.
Yeah, it's the most weirdly accurate app we've ever tried.
Okay.
Love DW. And if he's watching, I'm sure he likes to hear that. And guys, he does see some of these comments. He was on during our last live show.
I just got window.
He does watch these shows.
I just got window.
Something at the window?
I don't know. I've had a true encounter with BEK like 10 years ago. I never really talk about it because I truly believe my friend passed from that encounter. Ricky. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, get a hold of us. We have a working theory about people passing after these encounters.
Horace, can you post that address to the encounter file?
For the Mad Cat one?
Yes.
Yeah, can you post that Mad Cat link again? And Ricky, if you could fill that out, Mad Cat is making sure those all get forwarded to us as well.
That way...
You're welcome, Gaming. I think it was David Wilcock.
Thank you, Limus.
What about David Wilcock? What did I miss?
Winter,
I know who he is.
Winter, my belief on BEP, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get, I'm trying to get this thing going for BEP, and I keep messing it up. Ricky, we will love to talk to you about it. Email us. Limus went ahead and threw our email up there. Email us. We'll get in touch. If you want to do an interview, we'll do an interview on the show.
And that's what I was going to say. I know we can't see how many people are watching right now. We don't have that all up.
Yeah, where are we at?
But I do know that there's more people on now, and I do want to just say again, we are going to go back to doing some more interview shows like we used to when we were a podcast. We miss interviewing people. So any of you guys that want to just talk about it. Oh no, Winter. DW stands for Dark Waters.
What she's...
That's why she asked David Wilcock.
Yeah, dark water. Dark H2O.
Yeah. They are called BEPs now. Sounds like beeps.
Beeps, beep, 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 beep.
I promoted you on my artist page. Well, thanks, Six Sound. 37, 37, 37.
Hey, Six Sound's
37.
We're actually doing good tonight.
Like what was going on at the time? Mutilated cattle, missing kids, or some kind of plasma we have similar to cattle, swine. Huh. I want to know more about that stuff too. See, there's so much stuff you guys bring up that we need to know more on, and that's why we'd love to do these interviews, because we'd love to just be able to talk to you guys on air. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It really would. It'd be good. If that was true, there would be much more of the period, don't you think? Oh, if they were... Yeah, actually, Tabitha, that, especially now, abortions are an all-time high.
Hey! Just got a comment. I'm trying to run Discord and
I know, we
Facebook and talk here and run this app.
We went from doing Facebook to doing Facebook, Twitter, Discord, YouTube. So we have a hard time keeping up. We're old, man. We're older guys. We're in our... Well, I'm in my late 30s now.
We're going... I'm in my mid-30s, thank you. Where was I?
I had
Ricky. Okay. I believe most times they don't revisit. We've had reports of of one revisiting, but that's the only report we've had. I believe I haven't experienced it again.
Ricky asked if he'd be safe.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
Okay, sorry.
That's what I'm trying to discuss. I've discussed them multiple times since my experience, and nothing has happened again. And we've even tried to...
Guys, I've tried to bring them here, and I can't get them here. So I don't think that thinking about it... I think thinking about it, if it brings anything, it brings either a malevolent spirit or a thought form, a tulpa.
Yes.
And that's something else.
Again.
Back again.
Oh, Jesus. It's going to be a long night.
Can you guys scratch Rick?
Can we not scratch Rick?
Rick likes to get scratched.
Rick does not like to get scratched.
It's alright, Winter. Never a 12-year-old when you need one. Oh, yeah, for all the social media. Yeah, right? No doubt.
We need somebody that runs our social media for us because we slack on... Limus, what are you sending us? Where am I?
I don't know.
So, Ricky,
Limus, you can send us whatever you want.
Well,
pretty much.
Ricky. I'm back on Ricky. I think you'll be okay discussing it. So... Email us, and we'll set up a time where we can talk.
Right. And we can talk not on air. We can just talk first, and then figure it out. Tabitha says maybe they are not coming because you want them there. And Tabitha, that could be. Or maybe they're not coming because I've spent the last 3 years forcing demonic entities out of my life. And that, and keeping them out. So that could be it too. And that's one of the reasons I think they're demonic. The black eyes, and a lot of it adds up, but a lot of it doesn't add up either. So I could be completely wrong. That could be my confirmation bias because of my beliefs. But my beliefs are true because I've been there, done that. But that's neither here nor there. What they are, I don't know what they are. A couple let them in, and their parents picked them up. Vicky, I actually remember that story. Remember the couple let them in?
Yes, I read that, and a black car showed up, and there were adults in it, and those were BEKs.
Yes.
They left.
Now that, we can't confirm that story, but we have read that story, and it's very interesting. That's the only way to find out more about them, unless the BEKs have weapons on them, and then our Discord cuts it off. They seem to do no harm. But we don't have stories of, other than that, there's 2 stories we found where people let them in, and harm did come to people. So we can't actually say that for sure, Hollywood. If you're in a public place and you don't let them in, I think you're 100% fine. But if you let them in, I don't think you're just letting them into your house, guys. I think you're letting them in.
Yeah, my advice is to not allow them in no matter what you do.
No matter what they say. And a little child demon can be very convincing.
Yes, they can.
Very convincing. That's what they do. Famous was said at 12:47 in 15 seconds.
I got back again at 12:43, so that's the last thing I got.
Harm seems to come even if you don't let them in. That's true. It does. And that's one of the reasons we've been looking at this Harbinger angle. Maybe they're a different type of demon, or maybe they're not a demon at all. What? Oh, Ricky. Limus already got it. Jeez. Thank you, Limus.
I love these people.
Don't take the chance. I wouldn't let them in my house. No. Yeah, in Hollywood, if you're encountering them in public, I think it's fine to talk to them. We want to encounter them in public. That's why we want to get these maps and stuff made. We want to find a hot spot where we might actually find these people. These things. Whatever you want to call them. I have questions, and they will give me answers if I find them. They will give me answers. They won't have a choice. Just saying. I can be very persuasive.
Limus, I agree to an extent. I think I just got eyes. That's weird. I just got eyes. God, that made me lose my train of thought.
Yeah, and we got pupil early. I've experienced both sides and that demon shit. Their laugh is haunting, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Some guy made a comment on a video of BK saying that he'd let them in to clean the house. LOL. That is funny.
Yeah. Wow, where was I? I'm so lost right now. I'm sorry, guys.
I'll keep going. Miguel, FD thinks sleep paralysis and BEPs are connected. What do you think? I think possibly. He might actually be onto something there. Because I've experienced sleep paralysis, but the same things that happened to me during sleep paralysis have happened to me while I was wide awake and walking around and it was daylight. The same entities showed up. So I don't believe sleep paralysis is what we're being told either. So that very well could be something. Vicky, we'll see if we can find some daytime sightings and go over them in another video. Because apparently a lot of people haven't heard of those. And they may have some type of mind control thing, but that won't bother me one bit, Betty. I have immunity. Which is nice.
Oh, Horace is leaving? Horace!
Oh, Justin! That's hilarious because I actually told my fiance that if they ever showed up at the door, I would grab them by the throat and say, "What are you? What are you?" And I did the Batman voice. That's awesome. Maybe they are death. See, Tabitha, that's one of the things we're looking into, is whether there's some sort of reaper or harbinger of death. So that's a good theory, absolutely. Shadow people, are they? See, I think the things that show up in sleep paralysis show up as whatever you expect to see, but they're all there for the same reason. They're feeding off your fear. That's all it is. They're feeding off your fear. A lot of these things from the other side, and it's not the fear itself they feed off of, it's the energy that's produced by the fear. Huh, that just said under table, as I put my feet under the coffee table.
Is Neville down there?
Neville's down there.
I love Neville.
I have a lot of sleep paralysis. I wonder if the BEKs are connected. Hollywood, that's a damn good question. If the BEKs are connected to National Park Disappear. And that's something else we need to talk about. Missing 411 and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got slower.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm getting behind here. Might have had an experience with BEK that night with the knocks and hearing footsteps, but I didn't open the door and look out my window. Kimberly, it's scary when you hear that stuff, and I probably wouldn't, I probably would have went to the door, but I know, like, girl sitting next to me wouldn't have. She would have hid.
Yeah.
Okay, is this going to sound weird, but have you ever felt a sleep paralysis-like state while awake? Miguel, yes, I have. And that's the reason I connect the two. A lot of times, that sleep paralysis, when you see something that's so out of place, something that shouldn't be there in your reality, it makes you feel the same way sleep paralysis makes you feel. And that's why I know sleep paralysis isn't what they tell us, it's bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of questions. Oh my God, would not touch people get sick, so they say. Maybe shoot them.
Oh, good lord. I just got my child.
Weird. Yours is going nuts,
It is
man.
going crazy tonight. We're Brandon Harris, ghost hunting tools. Same one we've been using. We were trying the ghost radar, but that wasn't showing up, and we're going to try a couple.
We were trying the
ones.
portal, and that was actually pretty good. We heard Monster of Satan.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Right after somebody asked about demons, it said Monster of Satan. We're gonna have to review that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
We have a Discord, so if you want to discuss anything else in depth, you can talk about it there.
Thank you, Limus. I try to shake myself awake when I am sleep paralysis. Yeah, but the problem is you are awake. And that's what I try to drill into people. They say it's this state between wake and sleep where your body still doesn't want to move. That's not what it is at all, guys. I mean, I know that's what science says, but science is bullshit most of the time. You're in a state where something is feeding off of you. You usually wake up from a nightmare and don't remember it. You're in a state where something is feeding off you, and that's what's keeping you frozen. You're not supposed to wake up when that happens. They like to come in and leave. They don't want you awake. They don't want you to see them. But once you do, they paralyze you, they finish up, and they leave. Once they leave, sleep paralysis stops. That's no coincidence. No, I've never heard of the Chaos Star 6 sound. Hollywood Invisible Aliens is David. Yeah, I'd have to check that out, Mike. I know the name, and I know I've heard some of his stuff, but I haven't went into him in depth. But I am paralyzed. Yeah, well, you are paralyzed during sleep paralysis, and that's the problem. Like I said, something is feeding off of you when that happens. They're feeding off your fear. Shadow person in my room at night, but no sleep paralysis. Oh, man.
Your doctor will tell you that sleep paralysis is just sleep deprivation. I suffer from horrible insomnia. I get maybe 2 or 3 hours a night. If that. Or day.
Yeah. Do you 2-3 have any correlation with a garden? I'm not sure what you mean, gaming. Could you... I just don't understand the question.
Yeah.
No, you're awake, and they just termed it recently as sleep paralysis. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, doctors will tell you that sleep paralysis is just sleep deprivation. My doctor... No, sleep aids are awful for people with sleep paralysis. Trust me, I took them for years because I was an insomniac. For a long time, I was scared to sleep. No, don't take sleep aids if you have sleep paralysis.
No.
They're awful for you to begin with.
Also, like, if you have mental conditions, don't take melatonin. It can mess you up. I've made the mistake of doing it, and I've had the most horrific nightmares.
I have terrible nightmares off sleep aids. They put me too deep. My mind's already way too open to stuff. Garden 1253, Abigail 1254. No, those don't ring a bell with me. Did I just basically start a... Yeah, Miguel, you kind of did, but that's good. If I am asleep, how can I see my room and my husband? Amy, you could very well be out of body in the astral plane. I mean, look at CIA documents. That stuff's real. I know people will tell you it's not, but we've trained people to do it in the government. Remote viewing, astral travel. I've done astral. It's exhausting. But that very well could be it. And you don't have to try and do it. Sometimes I think it happens every night to everybody, quite honestly. I think you have to have control to know what's going on. Aliens do the 3 knocks also. And Mike, that's what I've been getting at. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I have a hard time with aliens. Aliens do the same things demons do. To me, aliens seems like it's just a new name for something that's always been here.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong. You know? But from my UFO research and from my demonology research and my demon talks and interviews, I don't know. I'm so on the fence with that, Mike. It's really hard for me at this moment to decide.
This app is going
to stop it. Aleister Crowley's follower put that up. It's chaos magic. Yeah, see, in Six Sound, I've been staying away from Magic and Aleister Crowley lately. But I've been there, done that. I have the Lesser Key and the Greater Key of Solomon sitting right next to me.
See, Brandon's really gotten into the Bible and religion since this thing happened to him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, but I was already into it before because of what I am.
Yeah.
It's just now I always knew the dark side was there. I always knew that was true. And they told me stories about the fall. So I knew the fall was true. But for some reason I still couldn't fathom a god. And now I can. And that's the only real difference. You know what I mean? Yeah, those are hypnotics. Thank you, Betty. Yeah, if you get too much in your brain, they'll make you hallucinate and all kinds of other stuff. I don't like it. I have tried to teach myself to move my arm and hit my husband. He shakes me. 60, lightweight. Okay, blah, blah. Okay. Justin, I am close to perfecting inducing. The only part I am stuck on is when I am about to leave. Justin, when you're about to leave your body, you'll usually feel some sort of sensation, a chill, a serotonin release, a vibration, as you put it. That startles most people out of what they need to be in, out of that state, the alpha brainwave state. All you have to do, you just got to get over the vibration. You got to get over that part. Once you get over that hump, it's all uphill from there. It's not easy. You'll wake up exhausted. You might not want to do it again. Or you might. It's a scary experience when you're in control. Another question is, when do BEKs eat? Don't they eventually have to buy food? Hollywood, these are all great questions that we're trying to figure out.
I mean, and that's very dependent on if they're human.
Right.
If they're not human, if they're beings, some sort of harbinger or a death omen or something like that, they don't need to eat. If their eating is taking souls.
Right, right.
That's my theory.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, because I think they're demonic, I think I think Rick is pretty much right on. Whether it's for the reasons he says or not, I think he's still right on with what they're feeding on. The falling feeling's awful. But the falling feeling, I get more when I come back than I do when I leave. I get more of a feeling of vertigo right before I leave. Vertigo is tough. That's the thing that makes me think the BEKs are part alien. Correct me, have there been sightings of BEKs buying food to survive? Possibly. Not that I've heard of. But I don't know all the sightings. You know, and working through the sightings that have validity and the sightings that are just there for views, it takes up a lot of time. Believe it or not, we go through everything first. We go through everything to try and figure out if there's any validity at all. Okay. Gotta go. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for joining in. Hope to see you next time.
No, and thank you for liking us on Facebook.
I'm getting loud like she's walking away.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. Sorry.
Bye.
Okay. In ME, the soul switches dimensions and seems to be what holds our memories. You know, and that's the Mandela effect. That was one of the first things I talked to Rick about. I said, if the Mandela effect is happening, and if we remember this old reality, then that proves the soul holds our memories, not the body or the brain, which also proves our soul survives death. Because we had to have died in order for reality to switch. Let that sink in, guys. Y'all died. Fun, fun, fun. Seen some crazy stuff when I worked as a psychologist. Yeah, my ex-wife was actually had a degree in psychology and stuff, and she did.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but she used to try to psychoanalyze me because of my stuff, but then she saw the demon. I no longer got psychoanalyzed because I was right. I like being right.
How long have we been on?
Oh, wait. Well, tell me this, Rick. Would you say BEKs are more like the Mothman? When they only show up when something's going to go wrong.
Hollywood, I think it's way different.
We've been on 2 hours.
We've been on 2 hours?
Yeah.
Wow. This is a long one.
Yeah.
I think BEKs are way different. What I think, this is just from my experience with the Dream or whatever it was when I was last year. I think what they do is when there is somebody about to die in a family, the BEP appear to take their soul.
But why do they need permission to come in? That's my biggest issue. That's my biggest issue with the theory.
That's my biggest issue too, but...
But it makes sense. A lot of it makes sense because it adds up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't think they come when something bad is going to happen, like a bridge disaster or whatever.
Right, right.
But I think they do come sense with death.
It's more like a personal thing. A one-on-one death thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so, like, my theory is, and there's a lot of cancer revolved around it.
At 12:51, it said concentrate and you're getting off track.
We're always off track. This has been fun. After I had the Dream, my mother got, a lot of our regulars have heard this, but the new people, my mother got very ill and passed away. There are many, many, many stories that come out about a family member getting ill and passing away after a BEP experience.
It's like bad luck can be quantified. We just had a notification, but I missed it.
I'll see.
It might not have been anything. I just completely missed it. I'm getting tired, Rick.
Yeah, me too. I think we're gonna have to like cut this short tonight. I mean, it's been 2 hours.
Well,
so
this
short.
isn't cutting it short.
Yeah.
We actually usually go about an hour, so this is cutting it long. We're gonna do more videos on the Mandela Effect.
Yes, we were looking at new ones.
We're gonna do more videos on. Well, we're gonna do interviews again. We're going to. Rick is encouraging me to get some videos up when he's not around, so I'm gonna probably start with the Angels and Demons videos. Just because those are easy videos for me to make by myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get to some stuff. Some things you can't analyze. I was the only one in our course who believed. Yeah, Six Sound. My aunt is a psychologist.
Yeah.
She's worked as a psychologist her whole life. I tried to talk to her about these things. She tried to say it was, confirmation bias and cognitive dissonance and confabulation. But the problem is, she saw these same things when she was young. That's how she tried to explain them away to herself, was by becoming a psychologist. And I don't think you can do that. If you guys have seen them and experienced them, you know they're there. BEK, bad luck inducing. Oh, man. But, Beliad, our live streams are generally between Wednesday and Friday, but right now things are rocky because Rick is moving. So we got to let him get situated out of his old place into his new place.
Belia, if you want us to look at that picture, you can email it to us, blindbrick@gmail.com. Limus, I'm sure, will post that.
You could go to our Discord, even send us a private message. That link's right on the screen.
There. Exactly. Whenever the internet works with them and not against them.
Yeah. If you guys ever see storms in the Northeast, we're probably not going to have a good live show. In the Northeast of the U.S. I know some of you are not in the U.S.
Thanks, Full Rocky. We're trying to do our best. But yeah, we're gonna cut it off tonight.
Yeah, and Six Sound, man, just give me a message.
Yeah, drop us messages.
I'll talk to you anytime you want.
To anybody that has had any sort of paranormal experience and they want to talk about it, that's what we want to do. We want to do interviews with people. It may not be live, but we want to do interviews.
Right.
We want to talk to you one-on-one.
And it may be live. I think a lot of it's going to depend on the person.
Yes. A lot of it depends on the person.
Get some rest, guys. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, guys. It's been cool talking. And thank you, Tabitha. But yeah, guys, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Please hit that little bell. YouTube's stupid. If you don't hit that bell, you're not going to be notified. It really helps us out a lot. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down, man. Every button press actually helps us out.
Ricky, yeah, we'll definitely get back in contact with you about what's going on and your stuff. Maybe we'll be able to get an interview with you.
And Donkey, sorry, man, I'm just too tired. I'm getting confused. But email me. Email us, and we'd love to talk to you, and we'll keep everybody updated on when we're going to go live again.
Remember to hit that bell. Remember to hit the subscribe. Hit that like button down below. Ghost of an That's cool. I like see Ghost of an Let's see a few.
All right, we're going to stop reading comments now because you guys heard us. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah.
We love you guys.
Share the shit out of us.
Thank you for showing up and sticking around for this long trip down the rabbit hole to whatever we decided to talk about tonight.
And I think next live show, we should actually go down the rabbit hole because I've got some crazy stuff.
Okay. Maybe next time we will go
straight down the rabbit hole.
Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for liking everything.
Yeah, we love you guys.
We love you guys. Don't let the BPs bite. And as always, stay creepy. Good night.